where words 3, 2, 1, action. Ladies and gentlemen, as many of you have heard, my generation, Gen Z, has horrible reading comprehension. And I'm here to deny those freaking allegations. Welcome to episode 1 of my new series, I Know How to Read, Just Listen. Today, we'll be reading The Secret of Letting Go by Guy Finley for 20 minutes until we finish the book. It can't be that bad. It can't be that bad. Let's open the book. 20 minutes starts now. Secret of Letting Go. The Secret of Letting Go is a rare and welcome book. One that offers real solutions to real problems. And what wonderful solutions they are. They are not standard, meaningless answers one usually hears. This book makes it clear that the only way to solve any difficulty is to no longer live in its level at all. Oh my gosh. The pained individual must transcend the self that we now know, the one that created the problem in the first place. Oh, so I'm the problem. Oh, okay. This is exactly the kind of book that is needed today, from international incidents through environmental changes, right down to that disturbing fight we had with the person you live with. People feel that they and their lives are out of control. Fortunately, this book offers immediate help. There's only one thing we need to control our own reactions, and the way to control our reactions is to let go. Okay, fine. The healing facts presented in this book have rescued me from more self-defeating pursuits and habits that I care to mention. This book is filled with the right tools for transforming troubles into triumphs. Guy Finley takes the wisdom of the ages and uses it to gently coach his readers to heal the places in their own minds where psychological problems originate. This book will help you if you are willing to follow the instructions. Okay. You will discover that you need not be dependent on anyone or anything for happiness. Wow. All psychological stress, anger, depression, anxiety is born out of a lack of understanding. Guy Finley's book is a very powerful and yet cheerful and light-hearted lesson in learning to let go of who you think you are. Easy. Do I need to read this? I'm skipping this. Alright. Now we're starting. 3 minutes in. 2. In appreciation to those men and women who have gone before us in search of the kingdom, and by whose works we, who also aspire to awaken, are now guided. Thank you. Okay. My contents. Secret of letting go. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. How this book can help you let go. Okay, let go and grow happy. 1. Your true nature is high. I'm high. How to defeat what's defeating you. Okay. Lift yourself into a brand new world. Let them go into the power flow. Break through to a totally new you. Let go and higher life forces succeed to you. Dare to let go and live as you please. Contact with the secret self. Okay. 269 pages. So I'm gonna hit this. We're starting with let go and grow happy. The greatest secret on earth. Oh, this is letting go. Okay, I bet. Letting go. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This is easy. Nearly 18 years have passed since my teacher, a wise and wonderful man, VH, as he was called by his inner circle of students, suggested that I write a book. Little did I know what he was really asking from me, but for his gesture, I am forever in his debt. At the time, I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. Vernon Howard was the quietly respected, much revered author of more than 25 wonderful spiritual books. To have his continual encouragement and no nonsense editorial comments on my initial writings was priceless. That sounds wrong. And so it was about that. And so it was that about. I'm gonna die. And so it was that about a year and a half later, in 1990, my good friends at How do you pronounce this? I'm searching that up. L-L-E well Y-N pronunciation. Skip. Published the first version of The Secret of Letting Go. In your hands is the new edition of that work. Oh, really? Over these many years since I started writing about the limited life inherent in letting go, thousands of grateful readers from all around the world have shared with me, in one way or another, the fruit of their discoveries along the way. Let me summarize these special questions for you. In varying degrees, each has realized that letting go and spiritual growth are as rain is to a field of wildflowers that we rock. Oh no, we blossom as beings only as we realize ourselves from what is self-limiting. But why do this kind of work within ourselves? But why do this kind of work within ourselves? I wonder. Even though it's obvious it needs to be stated, we struggle with whatever we do, with whatever personally compromises us or our contentment in life, that we might realize a greater measure of freedom. Seen in this light, we can say that letting go is really an act of love. Let's look at this surprising idea for a moment. Each time we see the need to let go of something, a bad habit that drags us down, an unsatisfactory relationship, a career choice that we can complete us in the way of in the way we dream and would, or maybe unrealistic expectations we have about our others that eventually spoil our partnerships with them. Whatever it may be, what is it that's actually happened in these moments of honest self-examinations? See if the simple answer doesn't describe our situation. Are we being asked to give up on Are we being asked to give up an existing relationship in order to make room in our lives for something higher? Or of course we are. Then why is it so hard to act on our intuition? After all, who doesn't want a life that's better, brighter, and truer? True. Here's why we hesitate to make this exchange, as so many of us do. The real challenge in such moments is that what we must choose in favor of can't be seen by our physical eyes. Can we see the truth of this? No pun intended. Where was the pun? Inherent in any spiritual surrender is the one inescapable fact. We can't hope to realize the actual nature of that new and greater relationship we seek until we have released the old one. I bet. St. Paul, author of numerous New Testament accounts, best describes what is ultimately an indescribable moment. Our faith must be in things unseen and not in things seen. For who hopes for things already seen? I see. When it comes to letting go and going beyond who and what we have been up, is non-negotiable. First comes our gradual awakening to what no longer works for us, followed by the inner work to release the same. I'm so cooked. To release the same. Then and only then draws the discovery and realization of what is, in all cases, a new and higher order of ourselves. Our life is transformed. Confidence, contentment, and compassion become our constant companions. To the point, letting go follows our realization that holding on is of no further use. In one way or another, we start seeing how all All tried and true solutions have proven themselves to be false friends. Okay. A few examples will shed light on this last important idea. I have 10 minutes left. Okay. For instance, it's become clear that blaming others for our painful reactions has proven worse than useless. Answer has turned some of our friends into enemies. Whoa, okay, buddy. I'm getting called out. What the frick? Instead of delighting us as they always did in the past, our newest schemes and dreams only taunt us with their emptiness. Wait, my brain's malfunctioning. We're kind of running nowhere fast. Stop. Whether wanted or not, we stand at the threshold of that unfamiliar and innermost territory called the dark night of the soul. Saint John of the Cross. We now know that of ourselves we can do no more for ourselves, and so we wait there in our uncertainty, caught as it were between two possibilities, neither of which is wanted. On one hand, there is the rock of not wanting to go through what we know must be done. On the other hand is the hard place of seeing that no other options are available. Our one great fear is that we do not let go. Our fate is sealed. We fall into that dark yawning abyss before us called not knowing what will become of us, forbidding place from which we believe there may be no escape. But this is a false assumption based upon an equally false perception. It's a lie produced by the false self to keep us from answering the call to leave it behind. Here's the truth of the matter, which you will know from yourself each time you dare to let go. You do not fall, instead you rise. How is that possible? Oh, I wonder, ask yourself. What happens to a kite when its string is cut? Up it goes. It climbs into the open skies above it because it's the nature. It was made to rise. So are we. We are made to be free. Anything less is just that. Not enough. After nearly 25 years of writing and teaching, if I have learned that one thing, it is this. We each have right here. We each have right here, right now, everything we need to succeed with finding the lasting wholeness and happiness for which our heart seeks. Our problems that we're sure that we have to do something to be free. Really, strangely enough, the only thing between us and a life without limits is a mistaken idea, which is what? The spiritual work of letting go and of growing toward native holiness is unlike any other kind of effort we will ever have to make. It's that embracing and then daring to act upon the understanding that nothing can be added to our true self. Just think for a moment such knowledge could mean to us if we were able to take the trouble to make it our own. For instance, rather than spend our time struggling in vain to make others into what we want them to be, we would be able to see the inherent flaw in this kind of thinking. Then, rather than trying to change others to suit our needs, our choice would be simply drop this false idea that someone else is responsible for our fulfillment. Freedom from the burden of false responsibilities, real conciliation with lovers, friends, and family, the grace to forgive old foes completely, a growing sense of a loving and compassionate intelligence unbound by passing time. These gifts and more to come to those who learn to let go. So this is what I have learned. The missing half of our lives is letting go. Make the spiritual discovery and be fulfilled. Be fulfilled without effort. And be free. Breathing and would be worthless without the opposite of exhaling. Think of letting go as learning to take part in the breath of life itself, something that is natural to you who you truly are, as is for the sun to shine. Yes. Of course, it all makes sense. In this revised version of Letting Go, I have added several new sections that reflect this continually dawning revelation of our right to let go and be free. In many areas, the book has been failed by giving a spring cleaning refresh, if you will, by revisiting ideas with the new insights gained over the many years since first penning the material. I have 5 minutes left. To my old and new readers alike, to those of you, past, present, and future, who long to know higher love and live harmlessly within yourselves and upon our planet alike, we encourage the divine intelligence seated within you to wish to realize a free, holy, fearless life. Will see to its flowering provide. It cannot be this hard to read. It's easy. It's easy. I have good reading comprehension. Be encouraged, a divine intelligence is seated within you. Oh my. The divine intelligence is seated within you. The wish to realize a free, holy, fearless life will see to its flowering. See to its flowering. Providing you nourish the same with all your heart, mind, and soul. Excuse me? Let me give you one last truth to take with you on this great journey. Great life journey called Letting Go. In my times of need, its light has proven itself a friend more often than can be said. May it be the same for you. Okay, there's no way I'm gonna mess this up. I can't miss this quote. Our greatest strength is in our greatest strength is in our ability to imagine brighter days ahead. It is that we are empowered in every present moment to effortlessly dismiss any dark thought or feeling that, left unattended, diminishes our happiness. Bars. Right, next part. Now moving on to greatest secret. Huh? Excuse me? Oh my gosh, I wasn't reading. Oh, I've been reading the wrong part. How this book let you go? Okay, fine. Bye. 3 minutes left. A young boy was about to take his first lesson in water skiing. He was bobbing up and down the water. Ski tops pointed up and forward. His father was in the speedboat calling out some last-minute instructions. Then, with a roar, the boat took off. The tow rope went taut. At first, it didn't look like the young boy would make it out, but slowly, like some kind of Destiny Phoenix, we emerged from the water. He was up, he was smiling. Then, in almost the reverse motion of how the boy had risen above the water, he disappeared back into it. It wasn't a bad spill. Speedboat raced back. I can read. Where were we? At first look, it didn't look like a young boy would make it up. But slowly, like some kind of listening phoenix, he emerged from the water. He was up, he was smiling. Then, in almost the reverse motion of how the boy had risen above the water, he disappeared back into it. It wasn't a bad spill. The people raced back around to pick him up. His father waited and watched to see his small head pop up above the waves, set off by his first most limb. But the boy didn't appear. He was still holding on to the whole rope. Being dragged behind the very boat that was trying to speed to his rescue. Assessing the situation, a glance at his father immediately cut the engine. A second later, the young boy's soaked, smiling face raised itself out of the water and looked up to his father for the next instruction. His father smiled. I thought I was gonna die. And said, "Son, I forgot to tell you one very important point about water skiing. When you fall, you must remember to let go of the rope. You won't laugh out loud at this light-hearted lesson because the need to let go was very obvious. Oh, I can apply that myself. And remember, this incident will become of the long-lasting impression it formed in me. I know that the reason why this young boy didn't let go of the tow rope wasn't that he wanted to hold on to it. No, he held on because he didn't know what else to do during those frightening moments. He was being dragged through the water. For him, the thought of letting go was an option at that moment. Instead, his mind was completely crowded with the other comparing thoughts and feelings. I hope no one else saw me be full of myself. What could have gone wrong? I don't know. Maybe drowning. Is that gonna be mad at me? He let me try again. How could I? Oh, it's his thoughts. Yes. 3 seconds left. Ah. And time's up. That's it. Saving this. We end off here. Alright, guys. That's episode 1. See y'all next time. Bye bye.